Hello, my name is John Timpany. I'm an English fiddle player, and I'm going to be demonstrating this to you. This is a glaser carbon fibre graphite, as they call it. It's, I think it really should be called a composite, not a graphite, but won't get into semantics. And describing this to you from the point of view of fiddle players, because there are plenty of violinists out there who demonstrate these carbon fibre fiddles, but nobody's talked about them really, as far as I know, from a fiddle player's point of view. It's got some real advantages for fiddling, and it's got some disadvantages, I think, too, but I'll cover those later on. It's been sent to me by Elida Violins, and to give an opinion of and tell you about and see what I think of it. It's a good fiddle. It does sound good. It's got loads of power and punch, and I like it. And for the price, I think it's a good price. For me, it wouldn't suit me because I play a wooden fiddle, and I like my fiddle a great deal, and I don't want to change to something else. The value that I can see that this has got is, gosh, I wish I had one of these when I was starting out as a Morris dance fiddler, and I was the first Morris dance player for a side called the Rose and Castle in Stoke Broom, and they were clog Morris with iron shod clogs, and they used to make a lot of noise, and so it was a hard job playing fiddle and keeping the music above their dancing. I had to be very strong and strident about it. This would have done the job. It does have that power and punch. Plus the fact that these guys used to dance out in the rain, and I used to moan like sin about that. No, I don't want to play in the rain. And eventually my violin did suffer from it, but if I'd had one of these, it wouldn't have worried me anywhere near so much, because it's not indestructible, but the basis of it is, I think, almost indestructible. You can stick it in water and it won't suffer at all, because it's made of carbon fibre. It's not made of wood. It won't warp and bend like mine did. There are some particular things about this that I'm not too happy with, and I think that firstly that the strings are a bit of a mismatch for the instrument. I think they could be better. I think it could certainly be much warmer on the lower notes, and I think it could have much more resonance on the top notes. It's a bit tinny on the top, and it's a bit dead on the lower notes, and that's one thing down to the strings. And the second thing is, I look at this and I think the sound post is in the wrong position. There's about from the front end of the sound post, there's about 2 millimeters between there and the back end of the bridge, and if it were me, I would move it towards the bottom of the fiddle. just at least 3 mil, I think. That would probably bring out the warmer tones on the lower strings. I don't know. It may be that it was set up like that to give the best balance for the strings and for the instrument. It's not the best quality of fittings. The tailpiece, I think, could do a lot better than that. Certainly, though, the pegs, whether they're carbon fibre or whether they're ebony, they look like ebony. They're terrific fit. They are so easy to use. It's like you're having loads and loads of Hills peg compound on them. They just turn very, very simply, and it's very easy to adjust the tuning. So you don't really need these bottom 3 fine tuners, though I prefer them. It's got a nice pattern to it. I don't suppose you can see the pattern on the sides. But it's quite pleasant, and I must admit I do like the colour. One of the differences is that for me it seems like this part of the neck, the very heel of the neck, is set back further than my own fiddle, because if I'm playing, for example, in B flat, I can reach it easier here than I can on my own fiddle. So something like a it's easier to reach, and with my own fiddle, my wooden one, I have to sort of scrunch my fingers up a little bit, but this, it's quite comfortable to play in B flat. There's no decoration on the back of the neck, and it's missing the flutings going around the scroll, which I think is a shame. We could have afforded to put that in, and it would have been nicer if the bottom of the neck, well, if the neck had been made out of a similar sort of material to the carbon fibre here on the body, because it would have carried the decoration through. Overall, I like it. I think it's a good fiddle. It doesn't suit me. It's because I don't get out a lot. I don't play for Morris anymore. I packed that up about 3 years ago. Now I'm focusing on just playing on stage and playing in some sessions. I like it. I think it's good value for money, and I would certainly recommend it to anybody that played in a pub session and there's lots of beer floating about. The amount of beer I had spilled over my fiddle, it doesn't actually improve the tone, I can assure you, but it wouldn't have any effect on this whatsoever. Thanks for watching.